The whole key to recruiting is, we always say this, is you're looking for a marriage or a match. And so it starts off more as a selling-buying process. And I think to get, much like a marriage, you're not going to learn what you need to know just by a phone call or a letter. So my personal philosophy is you really need to get out and meet people. And what I'm always looking to do is, first and foremost, is get into the home. If they can come on campus, that's great too, but I love to get into the top players' homes. And I'm always proud of the fact that every player on our team, from Scotland to Alberta to wherever, I've been in their home. And I think the key reason that's so important is it allows you as a coach to match family values and program values. And that's the marriage you're looking for. And at the same time, it gives you an opportunity in a relaxed setting. People are relaxed in their own setting, obviously, in their own home. And it gives you a true sense, because my personal experience has been that chemistry and finding that mix is one of the essential ingredients to a successful championship program. Face-to-face is so, in this day and age of electronics, it's just so important to have people, to have that human contact. And a number of the top players will go on what we call the unofficial loop, and they hit the circuit around around the country, and they're trying to see the top schools and get a feel themselves. And I always tell parents and players that's critical from their standpoint, because it'd be like shopping for clothing online. It's so much better to put the jacket on, because you can really tell whether it fits or not. I've always loved promoting UNH because it's something that I truly believe in the sense that I love the campus size. I think it's ideal. There's smaller schools and there's larger schools. But I truly love the size of this campus. Certainly I love the setting. I think I've always preferred, not totally rural, but outside of an urban market, because I think your undergraduate college experience is so critical that you form relationships, and that's best done in a true college setting. I think the fact that hockey is the #1 sport at UNH, and that's unique amongst a lot of the top hockey powers. And the opportunity for a player to come to college of this size, this stature, where their sport is the #1 sport, I think is unique. No question, our fans are the best. And you can look at statistics and numbers, and having spent 10 years on the men's side as well as now 5 on the women's, no one supports hockey like UNH. And it goes beyond just the people in the stands, too. It's the friends, it's the support around our program, the opportunity for our players to get involved with community events and reach out and be a little bit of a celebrity, which, there's always, we hear so much of the negative, and there's two sides to it of today, of the celebrity status of athletes. But I think in college, especially in this kind of a secure environment, the opportunity to be a role model and someone that kids look up to is really critical. And having the fan support is what gives you that opportunity. I think when you walk down the hall and you look at the names on the wall, it's pretty impressive. I think what's interesting today, though, is there's a whole new generation of players, and the talent level continues to amaze me. The improvement in talent. And I think what's maybe the most exciting thing about our legacy at UNH is it's allowed us to attract, in the past, great players, but to continue to attract some of the top players in Canada and the USA. And I think the other thing that really allows us to attract great kids is the people around the program, not just the fans, not just the head coach, but the assistant coaches, and then the administration. Both our athletic directors, Marty Scarano and Steve Metcalf, are involved at the national level of men's and women's hockey, and so it extends beyond just the immediate coaching family, and I think that makes players feel comfortable too. Erin Whitten has been with me from the day I took over 5 years ago, and she's just a special person. First and foremost, she attended UNH, as you noted, and was a national team player. But her zest for the school, her conviction in what UNH is all about, coupled with her understanding what it takes to be an elite athlete. I mean, she still runs marathons, does triathlons. I mean, she's inspiring. And, we've been really fortunate to attract Stephanie Jones back to the program, because Stephanie came out of British Columbia, and right away she was one of our top scorers. But most often, your top point producers are not the people that you would logically think would make great coaches. And that's what's been amazing. Steph went off and worked at Colgate and then came back to UNH this past year. And between Steph and Aaron, it's just an incredible balance. I mean, and the way they can interact with our team. There's no doubt that Aaron, Steph, and myself all feel strongly that we're fortunate to work at one of the premier women's college hockey programs in the country.